Reverend Abraham. But your next question here. What's one thing you wish people would stop doing in dating and why? Then now, when we say anka dating, you can't dating a normal way I had the account. I was see you free. Now dating, I didn't know why you know see you free.
Okay, so say the account, wow. In dating, now you can't want some, and I said the misconception about dating. Okay, then you know, I dream probably away a dream a day. Okay, so if Sanka you benya clear mind in going for the purpose in which we are going, because when you define the even dating itself, okay, it tells you say it is a stage, okay, or even though it's a process, which does not mean say one route, but there are stages where you are going to even evaluate the person that you are with, okay. It is a baby, dream, and I said we will groom ourselves, okay. We will groom ourselves in terms of emotional maturity. We'll put it into place. Now, you find any like more expectations and go into that relationship, okay. And then a bed boy, because they make earlier on will be the attorney want to say chinchine trying. Because I'm in a relationship or I'm dating this person, no, or say yeah, the be, meaning a worry. Like a be young common guy. Because on the way, no, the dating is saying, say me no, it says them suffer winning. I can't no. Me no, ko ye say nyama be ye. We are studying ourselves. So if you study me well and you see say I'm okay for you, be married. So they should believe say. Hurting, broken heart, because at a certain point, the man will tell you, and the lady will tell you, say, oh, like, the me I want to withdraw. It's accepted. And it's a big jai. The expectations are ready. Yeah. Say, when you know, it's a fact. A relationship, then.
Okay, I would like to add up to what you're saying. Okay, so sometimes I think the question is, since people should stop doing on the like, it's a process. You are trying to know each other, especially to the women. On the penny date, why you will follow it. Ah, they be a bema. Oh, Jay, I supposed to be a rent. Oh, Jay, you are stressing the man into like this. Little things contribute. Like the person is trying to study to know you well before marriage. And you are trying to bring all these characters up in your like dating process. You are pushing a person away. We should so on the like I'm not saying it's bad to give when you're dating. It's good. You buy for your fellow like the person you're in a relationship with just to make things nice. But it's not mandatory to say a relationship into a rent. Rent, water bill, light bill, like everything. It's just bad. Sometimes all these things like pushes the guy off. Not what I mean, what brand, the person is leaving you along. But you were too demanding from the beginning. So please, if you are dating somebody, you are not married, you are in a relationship. Dating is studying each other. Yanka said,
you don't accept responsibility.
Exactly, don't take responsibilities. And then a man, be bold enough to say no when the woman asks. Obibeka say, now also you are not ready to make provisions. I'm not saying he shouldn't make provisions for you. Once he can afford, that's fine. Once he gives them to you willingly, it's fine. But don't be too demanding, making it look like into that bare money anywhere where you're not leaving. See, that's how I like my things. So if I'm not in a relationship, like how the kind of value you add to yourself is the kind of value the man is also going to place on you. Work as a woman, work. Make sure you are making ends meet for yourself. Like it's better when you crab out who say, oh, this lady, like or one so baby, she's well to do. It's not mean by your way. But on the panel statistics said or they be out on the panel with your responsibilities. Then you come so down that on the panel calls me or do baby because me don't worry, but I've assumed all these responsibilities. Then I'm owing you, I can do everything I have to do to you. So please, my fellow women, let us work. Let us earn money for ourselves. Let us make ends meet for ourselves. We buy everything we want. We do everything we want. We should stop giving giving our responsibility to the men to do. We are good to go. You can buy everything, you can live your life. But won't say, no, this lady has a class. So I beg women, let's also work. We can also work. We can also earn our monies. Thank you.
It's dating, right? Sure. And it's misconceptions. Okay, you know, so you know who came na maybe see who pena open so no who train me so me train akopim say papa bi e be boaboa e ho kakra na ya ebe ya ware say na me ya adoma you know me sure say be ma bia be pese obekwa kofa oba bia oba be adesoa amano you know in the process no yesterday who be na me hwe wo efforts wo dey back also hwe me efforts me dey back. I understand the angle at which Miss Irene is coming from, okay, but I'm not saying that it should be the guy's responsibility to take care of the lady whilst they are dating, or the lady's responsibility to take care of the guy whilst they are dating. But you see, it is within that time that I will get to know that the lady I'm going out with can make sacrifices. It is within that time that the lady will also know that the guy I'm going out with can also make sacrifices. Now, if in the process of the dating, you cannot give gifts to your partner, in the marriage, you cannot still give gifts. Now, it is not by saying, say, the whole person's entire body is going to be your responsibility. Now, that is where misconceptions come in. Because if I have started taking care of you whilst we are dating, I'll ask for it. Okay. Do you understand? Now, so the things that we should eliminate whilst dating is sex before the marriage. Who study me? You are not. Who study me? The sex and who they study me saying.
So, the sex and so also our really, you know, and now so this the
and young train now are really money. Do you understand? Now, and when the man is Reverend A.B. kind a big broken heart in the baby. Say, me, the man who could do too much. Now, Missika could do the brain. Me na me told me wo me ma to bi to ma o ma me no wo fie na wo ko hu obi fufura wo feel say is better than me na wo ko fa na e ho na me no broken heart ni be den e be ba like disappointment ni be den e be ba lady ni nso o ma me ho kwan na me dream mo at the end of the day me China she will feel cheated. She will feel say, in as much as say, hey, yeah, you've made some valuable contributions in her life, you've taken away her pride. What you say? So those little things we should be mindful of those red flags, like sex during the dating period should be taken out. To try our best and avoid those things. And I think it will be a success.
all right. Reverend, I mean, so like you know, obviously that. Like I say, as far as I was sex before marriage, yeah, anyway, but also I get back here and say, and that is a Miss Penisca because some more girlfriend and girlfriend, a friend said, then you and I said, and then me call, yeah, like maybe I do maybe me pointed but. Maybe a dress code no kind miss cover the
question now will be baby echo. Into my answer the prayer.
And you will be sir. Who went me for when you and a good group of evidence also share the behaviors and I said, I feel going to many or church and boy and stuff. Also, when we said, okay, watching BBC, I was sending some request to be that talk.
That's when say meeting me say anything I can about dating. You want maybe during dating. Nyame ya madom na bofa dating mo na mutu meet you so eco marriage mo. E na sa na ma na be during dating nyame bi wo ho no ye misconception. It's yes and then you are expecting things married couples do, because you are playing the responsibility as married couples. Meanwhile, you are not married. Obi wo dey be you chop money. Meanwhile, on your ban one dey go you chop money. So you also expect and you have to satisfy me. But as an the main reason why we are dating aside, then we move into marriage. Into marriage, you know. Maybe we not dating, you are reflecting. Then it has turned to red flag in the marriage. You couldn't recognize those things during the dating stages. Because one mama who point and yamre and concentrate on Sanya, you jumped rather straight into marriage whilst you were dating. Into almost date you, but almost it is our for say and then a bear money feeling for sex or their man. And then me pese media ben kwan you obi betu oba betu me aja de juma akọ yes say aduane na man, because then said that's the only thing that will keep the man for me. What you must say it's maybe ye during the dating stage. And what a year, those are the misconceptions. It's a man other responsibilities. Any maybe expectation being was a bit more dating, a bit because be money and I said yes, and you also said yes, so because we hear the amount. But the woman who got is a deep dating stage. We and your Bema said yes, so Bema be between your show, baby university. What you have in school fees, or graduating your catch will say in the class. One and a small, bra, you are only studying the person. But what better than your husband? What better than your father?
Okay, the person
That's all Jimmy Free now for you are not one of the fan over the but who young for fun, yeah, and you was said it.
may come your mammy. You can't say dating any marriage now, and they ain't come marriage, you can't dating. I've always said, say, Samuel too, dating any marriage. It's not for small boys, and it's not for small girls. See, say, me know what him see, me know what him now. At the initial state, me wow, also one. Yeah, be steady your way. Okay, and see the fact to say, my thought at a real be girlfriend, and it's meaning koda. And also in the course, you know, time and time may pass by. Now, the office see a girl na benya ejumi bi. You see kakra kosoro. Enti or chere no ho chere. Now, you see, marriage let's do the dating. It's a school. Okay. Dating is part of one of the classes or the levels that you have to go through to go into the graduation process itself, which is the marriage. Now, the minute you start seeing, say, girl, the attitude is some, call the person, sit the person down. If you are this, you are doing it wrong. Don't look at Nyoma what benefit from who, but the minute you see, say, or portray some lifestyles of the woman, say, a red flag, a bit Nyama or Bami from start educating that woman. 24, as your sister, what you say, be it is Oja Ubono or Kobema for a while. All some carry the same thing. Would you be happy to see a Christian sister in the next 5 years being a prostitute? No. But we are practicing prostitution already. All the names say Madeti Kwame, Amfa, Mejani, Makodeti Kwisi, Wabo Pine, Oko. Now, ladies who are staying alone, Omunkwano renting, and Omote, and a guys are Omunkwano renting, and Omote. They are the people that always do sex before marriage. Who didn't get them say, sorry, Ukunu Ebe Warewunu. There are times of the visiting with you. Uma many papa with you, or bet me no other. He will not even go close to. So the movies we watch, they are fictions. Ben will bedroom limpo. Oh wow. Na mo atenase, mo bo mo nkomo. Oh damn pacho miko, miko jani kwanyabo. People are watching. Let's take that mindset and out say, my bonny hooker. What bonny hooker, that is also contribution to make the person's life a better life. It doesn't mean you should now ukonaki na ebia wo ka di saa no na wo kɔ nake no ebia office wɔ ne kra no bie de ka nake wa ma de h no na wo nso akɔ nake no de iv na ayɛ de aka ho ama wo be wo mu den. So let's always look at the bigger picture. If at the end of the day it doesn't work, that is why there is a question that we will get there. That is why I don't want to jump to let's be focused. And yes, I'm against sex before marriage, but as humans we should abstain from immorality. Yes.